Today we're going to be installing a electronic deadbolt with a keypad. We're going to be installing this onto a outer gate that we have, and this video tutorial will show a step-by-step on how to remove a old deadbolt and install a new deadbolt. To remove the old deadbolt that is on this door in order to replace it with a digital pin pad. The method in which to remove this may be different depending on the type of lock that you have. In this case, we'll have to engage the lock and place our Phillips screwdrivers on these two screws right here and remove. Once you remove the two screws that hold the front plate of the deadbolt here, go on ahead and remove the two screws that are right over here that actually make the lock on the door. After your two screws have been removed, go on ahead and push that plate out of the deadbolt facing outward and remove the lock mechanism. After removing the lock mechanism and the internals, go ahead and take off that rounded end. When opening your replacement electronic deadbolt, you will get a mounting plate, the front face, the actual deadbolt, the rear. This is going to be on the inside of the door when you activate the lock with its battery compartment, and the screws needed in order to secure it. The length of the deadbolt can be adjusted between 60 millimeters to 70 millimeters if needed. In our case, the actual 60 millimeter is going to be more than enough. We do not need to do any adjustment. The new one is at the top while the old one is on the bottom. As we're doing a replacement, there's no need to actually drill new holes. We do have holes that are already existing onto the door. What we will be doing is actually mounting this, making sure that this bottom bit right here matches with what the diagram's saying, and inserting it into the door frame. Once you install the door bolt, go on ahead and grab these smaller self-tapping screws. Once this is secure, go on ahead and close the door and ensure that this lines up with the one that already exists on your door. For the following step, we're going to be installing the front plate to this lock. Keep in mind we do have a wire that we will have to manually feed through the hole, and make sure that this wire actually makes it to the other side and does not get nicked and or pressed by accident. Go on ahead and align the keypad, feed the wire through the inside. Grab the actual lock and place that inside. Make sure that this lines up with the plastic guide inside of the lock. You may use a piece of tape to hold the lock in place while you go on ahead and put this mount in the back. Go on ahead and you're going to slide this part over here and bring this cable through the little slot right here. This is how it should look like. You should feed the wire down through that bottom hole, and the actual lock mechanism has to feed through that center hole. Go ahead and grab the special bolts that will be going through to mount the front plate to this mounting bracket here. Secure the mounting plate to the lock. Ensure that the front plate is properly aligned at 12 o'clock. Once this is secured, go on ahead and finish tightening the screws in the back. For the following step, you'll need to verify if your door is a left-handed door or a right-handed door. In this case, we have a right-handed door. And in that case, if we have a right-handed door, this must be positioned to this angle, which we actually do not have. Let's go ahead and switch that over. This is going to be the resting position of the lock. Next step, you'll have to remove the battery case in order to get access to the screws that are inside this compartment. For the following step, we're going to go on ahead and make sure that this connector connects to this and line this up with the mounting bracket. Go ahead and connect the power cable that connects the rear housing to the mounting plate to our front plate. They are color coded, therefore you will not install this wrong. For the next step, you're going to align this little thing right here to this pattern right here. This is entirely controlled by the lock right here. And align this with our bolt. Align this and it will more or less hold in place so that you may grab the screws necessary to hold this back end. There will be a total of 3 fine threaded screws that will go on ahead and go into this location, and lastly this location. For the next step, you will require 4 AA batteries that will be going into this little battery compartment. We are first going to teach this lock that this is a right-handed door. What you're going to do is you're going to go on ahead and put in the default code, which is 4 zeros. There we go. Now this understands the type of lock that is placed. We're going to go on ahead and create a lock pin number. First, we're going to go ahead and start by putting the default code 1, 2, 3, 4. Pressing the unlock and lock. This enters programming. Go ahead and press 4. And now we can put our code. After your code is selected, we're now going to go ahead and set a password for this. We're going to use the default programming code, which is 4 zeros. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put our code, lock unlock, we're going to press 1, lock unlock, our new code, then lock unlock. Now we're in programming. Once you see the orange light, press 1 and lock again. Now we're going to go ahead and put in our new password, 4928. Then press lock. Now it knows the lock code. And there you go. We have now programmed our deadbolt lock and we have our own password. So now to go ahead and verify, if we want to go ahead and lock this, press the lock button. And if we want to go ahead and unlock this, we can press it again, put our password, then unlock. We have now completed installing it. Last thing we need to do is go on ahead and put our cover back on here, and we can manually lock it if we choose to. Congratulations, we have finished it.